gotta get away. Hey, hey, woo, woo, woo. Apparently, Trump is causing the crypto markets to crash. Crypto is dumping. I believe Bitcoin broke down below support again, and alts are not doing too well, even though it was announced that kind of trade tensions are essentially like chilling a little bit with China. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the current state of the market. There's some people that think we're in a bear market, some people that think we're in a bull market. I personally am just here. I am here. I'm chilling. I am happy to be in crypto. I have hedged. I have done what I needed to do. I have taken accountability for my actions, and we're here. Plus, we've got a lot of XRP news, Ripple news. And we also have some Ondo news, some Chainlink news, all kinds of stuff going on. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto, every single day. I'm WendyO. And if you're going to be at the gig tonight, if you see me at the gig in Hollywood, at the Psychobilly gig, make sure to say hi. And if you don't have your hair charged, most people won't know what I'm talking about because it's like a really niche thing. But yeah, I'm going to be there. It's going to be super fun. I'm going out tonight. It's going to be fun. I'm not wearing my Halloween costume. That's going to be tomorrow, depending on what time I get home. No vintage today. Well, I guess these are vintage because I got these. These are like Hanes sweats. I got these from the dollar store like a million years ago when they used to sell clothes. And this is just a top from H&M. But I'm not like half. I'm half. Oh, Lawrence is hopping on a plane. Where are you going? Shout out to Leslie. You guys, you should watch Leslie's streams. They're so funny. She talks about a lot of things that we can't talk about on the show because of all the kind of censorship that happens. But she does a really good job on X. She's very, very smart. So make sure to follow her. She talks about good stuff. Also, in addition, I'm like half ready because I have to get ready to go back out tonight. And I also have to pick my mom up to go take her to go get her nails done because she's my mom and that's what you do. But I'm like, today, like just kind of dress whatever, because again, like I have to get ready to go out and, you know, got to get ready and stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the news. And if you're somebody who's struggling right now, just know it will get better, but you do have to take accountability for your actions. You have to take accountability for your trading, for your investing, your plans, all of those types of things. Why do we do that? Well, because in crypto, we're working in this decentralized economy. When you're working in a true decentralized economy, that means you get to make choices for yourself. You know, we have all these crypto spot ETFs that are getting approved. We've got all these crypto spot ETFs that are getting approved, and that's great, fine, fantastic. And actually, iTrust put out a really great graphic on the difference between crypto ETFs and crypto. So basically, crypto allows you to own the asset. The ETFs allow you to own, to kind of, but not own it. It's kind of like paper. It's like a promise. So the difference is you get to own your assets. So that means you get to make your own choices to succeed, and that's a good thing. So if you're having a hard time, it will get better. The markets are a lot different. We're past like the 1,000-day mark of the cycle. So a lot of people think we're in the bear market, all types of stuff like that. Like, we don't know. We're just here. We're just chilling. We are really just kind of chilling. Why the dump today? Well, we're going to get into that. So let me go ahead and give a shout out to my channel members. Hi, babies on TikTok, my ex babes, Rumble, YouTube, and Twitch. I love my YouTube babes the most because you guys are just freaking awesome. ETFs are not doing much. Well, we just started. That's the thing. So most of you are conditioned to thinking that crypto is going to pop off like crazy, like that. And that's not how that works. Okay. We are in TradFi's territory. And when we are in TradFi's territory, they make the rules. They are the captain now. You are not the captain. So you don't get to decide. TradFi moves slower than crypto. If you look historically at stocks and the gains and what happens, different than crypto. Let me give a shout out to my YouTube babes. And we're giving shout outs to people on X who are subscribed to me at the paid subscription. If you're not paid, then sorry, I can't do it. Good morning to Mr. Lawrence. Lawrence always shows up. To Mr. Dale, Mr. Didi, Mr. Legend, Sparkwater, woo woo, Mr. Guzman, shout out to you. Gorgeous Julie. Who else? Mr. Legend, let's get it. Where's my John Germain? Where is he? Where is he? We don't know where he is. But we did get word yesterday that we're going to be lowering interest rates, which is good. That's exactly what we need. And that's what we want. That's going to be good. And to me, that's good for the market long term. Okay. So shout out to Julie. She's one of my subs, and Baby K. Thank you so much on X. I'm not doing any trading challenges with anybody. I'm not good at it. I'm better when I trade alone, and I trade a lot less. But let's go ahead and kind of cover what's happening and like and whatnot. Also, too, I wanted to talk about I had a couple of videos that went viral on Instagram and Facebook. So, and because one of the videos went viral, shout out to Callie. And with the viral videos, it's basically about Solana versus XRP. And there's not really a competition between Solana versus XRP, in my opinion. Literally, Solana was created, and this is just my opinion, so don't get mad at me. But I feel like Solana was created to take on Ethereum, because Ethereum's got problems. Ripple was created to kind of integrate itself into the banks. Banker's coin. That's a good thing. It's a good thing, you know? So now, like, it seems to be that the XRP and the Solana people are fighting over the Western Union thing. Now people are like, okay, well, I'm going to get pizza tonight. And this Italian soup. And people are like, oh, well, Solana paid to be partners or whatever the hell with Western Union to kind of integrate with, not necessarily integrate with them, but provide them the technology for the stablecoin. And there's numbers floating around. I can't verify if any of that is true or not. But honestly, I don't care if it's true or not. Does that matter? Like, you do have to pay to play with a lot of these big companies. That's how it works. Like, it's very rare. Actually, I don't even know if that's the case or not, but it's like you always have to pay to play. Like, any types of partnerships or sponsorships and those types of things, or like business deals, there has to be beneficial sides for both parties. So regardless if Solana paid or not, who cares? Why is that a big deal? And again, I'm not saying they did. These are just the rumors that are circulating. If they did, I don't care. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. Like, that's why these companies have treasuries. That's why these companies, you know, they have the foundations and they do the things that they need to do. You know, Ripple bought Hidden Road and G Treasury and all that type of stuff. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing because it helps expand their business. That's a bullish thing. So if you're somebody that's like, I'm team this and I'm maxi this, and blah, 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 like, we're all here to make money. So let's make money together. You don't have to like it. If you don't like a project, don't buy it. So I don't know. I just don't think it's like, yeah, shout out to Lawrence. People don't know how the world works. 100% pay to play. It's a sweetener, not a bribe. It's called business principles. So if they did, great. If they didn't, that's fine. Who cares? So people are like mad in my Instagram and Facebook comments because the video got, I think, 400,000 views. And people are just like, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? But anyways, let's get into the stuff going on. All right. Okay. So let's get into this little story over here. Look how cute our president is. Look how cute the presidents are, all fancy in their suits. I love men in suits, by the way. I think suits are incredibly handsome on men, and men should wear more suits. Why should they wear more suits? Why wouldn't you want to wear a suit? It's wonderful. You should feel good about yourself. So the Trump tariffs, apparently this is causing the market to do this. So Trump and President, I'm not going to say it because I'm going to butcher it. The president of China held a 90-minute meeting yesterday, reaching a trade and tariff truce. So it's a truce. It's good. Communication, collaboration. U.S. tariffs on China cut from 57% to 47%. Okay. China agreed to pause rare earth export restrictions for 1 year. That's good. That gives them more time to communicate and collaborate. It also gives the U.S. more time to see the impacts of the tariffs. Is this good? Is it not? What should we do? So I think this is a positive thing. If anything, this should have pumped the market. My opinion. China will resume purchasing large amounts of U.S. soybeans and increase U.S. energy imports. U.S. will mediate talks between NVIDIA and China regarding restricted chips. The truce aims to reduce trade tensions for 12 months. Trump called the meeting amazing, and I agree with him on that. I think that it's good that they're coming to a conclusion. Like, at the end of the day, the U.S. has been taken advantage of for a very, 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 very long time between multiple different parties and multiple different countries. So we are trying to make things better for America and the underdogs. Taxpayers. So with that being said, it is what it is, and we just have to kind of go with the flow. And a lot of people like, Trump's taking the market, blah, blah, blah. Is he? I don't know. Maybe you guys are just panic selling. I don't know. What are the institutions doing? Why are they dumping? They've got more liquidity than you. So the moral of the story is we're here. I believe $1 billion was liquidated from the crypto markets because of this, because people are using too much leverage, which again, if you want to use a lot of leverage, which I think is dumb and you shouldn't, you can use my ref links. Shout out to Waka Flocka up in here. Good morning. Good morning, you guys. He's got a really great project on Base, by the way. For you artists, you creatives, I highly, highly recommend you check it out. I'm always a big supporter of Music Men because I love a music man. And plus my family, like where we come from and stuff like that. My grandpa was a jazz drummer. So we should support creatives because the record labels and the studios, they've taken advantage for so long. Oh, it's on Bass and Soul. So make sure you guys check his project out. He's actually one of the few celebrities in the space that has continuously kept building and didn't just come in and extract. So look what he's got to do. If you're an artist or if you're a creative, just check it out and just see. Like, you guys owe it to him. I know you probably listened to one of his songs and you probably had your behinds out shaking on the bar. I know I did probably. Because we used to go out back in the day and girls used to get up and dance. But moral of this story is support him. Just go check it out. It's not going to hurt for you to check it out. So make sure to do that. But back to the markets. The markets are going to do what they're going to do. And it's good that we're kind of getting things resolved at this whole thing with China and whatnot. So are we in a bear market? Are we in a bull market? What's happening? Well, we don't even have the government opening yet. And plus that whole SNAP benefits thing that's supposed to, that's a whole nother conversation, which we're not going to do on this channel. I do throw it back with no hands. I still can too. And I do, my knees are, my old lady knees are still working. The gig I'm going to go to tonight is not that type of music. It's psychobilly music, but I can most definitely. My sister, oh my God. We do though. We got to. I mean, why not? You got to. Why not? Anyways, let's get into the more news and stuff like that. So things are chilling down right now, calming down. But let's take a look at the current market over here. And you guys on TikTok, you guys are watching, go check out Waka Flocka. His project, it's on Bass and Soul. It's for creatives. So most of you guys are creators that are watching. So go check that out, okay? I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a pause. Anyways, let's take a look at the current market. And we're going to get into the Ripple and all kinds of stuff news. And I don't know why I'm holding this today. It's just one of those days. But here's what's going on with the current market. We look like dog stuff. Like, look at it. Look at it. Not really good, but if you would like to, we were talking about the leverage. Oh, that's what we're talking about. Yeah. If you want to get liquidated and use my ref link and be irresponsible, which I don't recommend, we've got one down below from Femex. You can use that because I get paid from it. Or if you want to trade responsibly, you could use Kraken. Tomorrow's going to be the last day. If you they're matching up to 2% deposits. And also if you use my ref link, you get $25 in XRP and you just need $100 in volume. In addition to that, if that's not your get down, you can go ahead and use iTrust. The cool thing about iTrust is they offer precious metals and you can merge over your TradFi products, your IRAs, all that type of stuff. So if that's for you, check them out. If not, no worries. And they're all partners of the show. Ref links down there, up there, everywhere. Anyways, let's take a look at the current market over here. All right, so we could go back to the ticky-tacky over here. All right, so SPX. Anytime I hear of SPX over here, it always reminds me of that song. Bassdrop.fun. Go support Waka. Go support Waka. We like real creators. We love the music, man. Why not? You should. Shout out to Alexandra. Missed you, girl. Thank you so much for being here. You are gorgeous. You are smart. And she always shows up and turns out for us over here. So anytime I see S&P 500, I think of that rap group SPX or SPM. That's the other part of me too. Shout out to my baby daddy. Anyways, he's not from there, but whatever. But we hit a high of like $6,900. Gold. Actually, this was our bottom here that we called with gold to support. Pretty good stuff. Basic support and resistance. This is why trading is so important, understanding the basics. Now, as far as Bitcoin goes, we're finally getting below the EMA 200, which is not really great. On the weekly, this is the Bybit chart, so it's not going to have as much data. We'd really need to use this. Oh no, it still shows the proper data over here. So on the weekly, we're above the EMA 200, but on the daily, we're starting to get down below it. And again, we've done that in the past. EMA 200 is a great tool to use. Understand what it is. It's just a bunch of moving averages over the last 200 days, but it's faster because it's exponential. But with that being said, we've dropped below the EMA a couple times, 200 a couple times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we might be able to rebound, but there's quite a few analysts that are calling for sub 200,000. Okay. Sub 200,000. Now with that being said, or sub 100,000, which is great. Fine. Fantastic. But it's, it doesn't look good for the market. A lot of people are a little bit worried, which I totally understand, because I need Ethereum to go to $10,000. Okay. I've got bills to pay. I've got payroll to pay. I've got things I have to do. Okay. Now, with that being said, this is the daily. So if we do drop, we do have support here at about 102, but there are people for calling for like 94,000. And where's my CME, Bitcoin CME chart? If I can pull it up really quickly. I don't know where the hell it is. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't. We just chill over here on this channel. We're just here. I don't know where my CME gap is. Oh, well, whatever. Anyways, Ethereum's tanking as well. We're probably going to retest 3,500. Solana is not looking great. We're also going to retest 178 unless we have some magical reversal. That number goes back up. XRP, despite all of the bullish news, we're back below the EMA 200. Unfortunately, we were not able to sustain. Chainlink as well. We're testing this bottom area of support at 1663. But we do have bullish news for Chainlink and Ondo, which we'll talk about. ADA is not looking good at all. But again, we weren't really able to recover since the great liquidation of, what was it, $20 billion, something like that. HBAR was the most bullish, and now it's kind of back retracing, which I hope we can sustain 19 cents and just ping pong, but we'll kind of see what happens. So the markets aren't looking great right now. A lot of people aren't happy, and I understand. It sucks. It's a little bit of a rough patch, but what can you do? What can you do besides continue to show up every single day? Maybe just not make a trade. Sometimes no trade is a trade, or no action is an action. Okay. Well, let's talk about the bullish stuff happening. So we talked about the tariffs. Also, the Fed is lowering interest rates, which is good, right? Shouldn't the market be bullish? Apparently not. But let's talk about XRP. So Armada Acquisition Corp 2 announces ticker symbol to change XRPN on October 30th, this was part of the Evernorth holdings. They're the ones that bought $1 billion in I believe they bought $1 billion in XRP. Armada recently merged with Evernorth Holdings to create a publicly traded XRP treasury, and they raised over $1 billion. The backers include Ripple, Chris Larson, RippleWorks, Pantera, not Pantera the band, KRAKEN, and GSR. We love KRAKEN. Most of the funds will be used to buy XRP on the open market, which that's good. It's not OTC deals, so it's a little bit different. And they will actively manage XRP holdings through lending, liquidity, and DeFi strategies to grow XRP per share. Cool. More XRP news. This is with the stablecoin. So this is going to be the monthly report for RLUSD, their stablecoin, which is important to discuss because everybody is like balls to the walls with stablecoins right now, because stablecoins provide opportunities to earn yield. You can do that with DeFi way more than you would earn with your bank, because banks, they don't even give us coffee or suckers anymore. They don't. So October independent assertion for RLUSD is live. Market cap is approaching 900 million, which is, slowly but surely growing. Stablecoin platform Braille integrated XRPL for stablecoin issuance and settlement in RLUSD. Ripple acquired Hidden Road, which is now Ripple Prime, and Ripple Prime customers use RLUSD as collateral for balances, and it's a US-backed stablecoin for institutions with segregated reserve account, runs on XRPL and Ethereum. And the issuer standard custody is NYDFS chartered and must maintain 100% liquid transparent reserves. Cool. Fantastic. Uphold relaunches their XRP debut debit card in the US. They discontinued it in 2023, but they brought it back because everything is copacetic in the United States of America, and users can earn up to 6% XRP spending dollars on crypto or stablecoins. Not financial advice. You do what works for you. This was really nice to see from the DL News posted this, but apparent to me, Mr. Matt H of Bitwise says an XRP exchange traded fund will easily hit 1 billion in assets, and this is what he said allegedly. Crypto insiders are bearish, but that's not what matters. Believers in XRP will drive flows beyond expectations. So I agree with that statement here. And again, there's currently 20 pending XRP ETF filings pending with the SEC. Now, the reason why this is so important is again, like people can say and do whatever it is that they want to do. But at the end of the day, Ripple and XRP do have a lot of, they definitely have a lot of support from retail. It's the most popular crypto asset outside of Bitcoin. I telling you, the amount of spam calls I'm getting from like Coinbase and all that stuff is crazy over here, but it is what it is. We do what we can do. So yeah, I mean, and this is the thing, you don't have to like what they're doing, but I think it's going to make people money. Like I actually personally know somebody who was just buying XRP for like the last 4 or 5 years, and he's a multimillionaire now. So there's that. But as far as Bitwise goes too, there's a lot of Solana ETF volume, which is good. So it crossed 70 million volume on its second day, which is great. Absolutely great. So we love to see it. Again, and I hold Solana and I hold XRP and I like to diversify. So the first day volume was 56 million, the highest among nearly 850 ETF launches. And BSOL had 72.4 million trading volume on its second day. So congratulations to Solana and congratulations to Bitwise. Fidelity files amended S1 for SOL ETF. The change lets the registration go auto-effective, giving the SEC control over timing. And they removed the delaying amendment. So again, once the government opens up, there's going to be floodgates of all this stuff. There's about 150 of these projects waiting. Okay. Next on the docket. This is also from Ellie, which I wanted to discuss really, really quickly because she's awesome. Let's go ahead and go. Oh, it's right there. Wendy. Okay. So she just posted this. But she said the Senate AG is close to releasing his long-awaited bipartisan draft that deals with the commodity side of crypto market structure bill. According to multiple sources, the exact timing differs on who you speak to. Either way, it's going to end up coming out. With the restarted bipartisan staff negotiations on the banking committee, shows the market structure wheels are back in motion following last week's industry roundtable. So this is good. This is good. We love to see it. And make sure to go follow her too, because she posts lots of stuff and we use her as a source. So what does this mean? This basically means that we're going to be getting legislation with crypto, like clarity and all that type of stuff. But the government shut down. And also right now, you guys, those of you that are watching from overseas, you also have to understand we have a lot bigger fish to fry in the US, like especially with the SNAP benefits. It's basically, it's like people who need government assistance for food. Those are set to expire on the 1st. And that's like a big dramatic debate. Like you can go back and forth all you want with that, but there are people that genuinely need it, but there's also a lot of fraud and abuse happening with that. Now, with that being said, that's a bigger priority than crypto legislation. So that's why that's why things are getting worked out in America. But at the end of the day, we got other things going on. So I just wanted to give you guys that for context. Like it's a really, really big conversation. I know you won't hear a lot of people on crypto, whatever the heck we are, I'm a shock jock, talk about it a lot because a lot of them come from ivory towers. So they don't care, they don't know, but that it's a real thing in America. Like there's a lot of people that are going without. And I'm more concerned for the babies, just because I'm concerned for the kids really. But I just want to give you guys some context to that. Yeah, there's a lot of that, Lawrence. All right, now more news. Western Union files for WUUD. Oh no, that's the other story you did. Sorry. So it's their trademark after Solana stablecoin reveal, which is good, fine, fantastic. But it's still kind of because it was supposed to be a different stablecoin name. So I don't know what's going to happen. Either way, Western Union filed for a trademark for WUUSD one day after unveiling plans to launch a stablecoin called USDPT on the Solana blockchain. So we really don't know what's going on. You guys can go ahead and look it up. The block has the information here. If you guys want to check that out, do your own due diligence. Either way, like I'm happy for Solana. And I'm happy for Ripple doing their own thing. Like you can be happy for both and you can make money off of both. So cool. Now let's get into Chainlink. So Chainlink and Ondo Finance announced this partnership. So Ondo has selected Chainlink as the official Oracle infrastructure powering its regulated tokenized stocks platform. This really isn't breaking news though. Like this is the thing. I love Chainlink. Ondo's dope. The team's dope there. But the thing is that everybody's picking Chainlink because Chainlink has just proven itself time over time. And yes, I own Chainlink and also be attending SmartCon. So you'll see some posts and stuff from me. I will be heading out there to see what's going on. But this makes sense that Ondo would pick Chainlink. So it's not like breaking news, but it's just like we knew it was coming and it's good. I like it. I'm happy for both of them. So Ondo selected Chainlink as the official Oracle provider for its regulated tokenized stocks, an ETF platform, RWA, something we've been talking about a lot. CCIP was chosen as a preferred solution for institutions moving tokenized assets across chains. Over 100 tokenized equities on Ondo's platform were used Chainlink's custom price feeds covering corporate actions like dividends. Great. Wonderful. Now, while we're focusing on RWAs and those types of things, look at this with Hedera. Not only is Hedera institutional grade because it's got a spot ETF, but they're doing really cool stuff with Equity Labs. So let's read this. Let's see what's going on. So Equity Lab and Accenture launch verifiable governance for AI agents on Hedera. Great. We have the trifecta here. AI, RWAs, DeFi. Love to see it. Simple stuff. Equity Lab is an AI tech company, and Accenture is a global consulting and professional services firm. Verifiable governance uses blockchain to track AI actions and ensure compliance. Again, compliance is a keyword here. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, crypto's supposed to be decentralized and blah, blah, blah. Guess what? That's life. It is what it is. Is what it is. You know, we have to deal with governance and compliance and all kinds of stuff. Those are the projects that are going to sustain long term. And I had a conversation with my buddy, long-term buddy. I just have pointer finger to point. But we were talking really kind of about the market and what projects are going to sustain and probably some of the ones that are doing stuff like this. But it supports government and enterprise AI systems with audibility, helps agencies supervise, govern large-scale AI systems, and aims to boost trust, security, accountability, and AI deployments. Okay. Now, with that being said, when we're talking about compliance and governance and all that type of stuff, this is part of what the shutdown in the US is about. Shout out to Miss Empress. We love her. You guys make sure to follow her too. She's freaking so cool. She's super fun. And one day me and her are going to go to Costco together. Shout out to Kesari. Found you on YouTube. Love the content. Got me into learning about crypto and whatnot. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Lawrence, because it's 24-hour trading and they want more money. It goes to their bottom line. Yeah, I'm here. We're here today. Now with moral of the story, I lost my train of thought. I'm like, I haven't been sleeping well, you guys. This month has been like rough. But anyways, the AI and compliance and all kinds of stuff, like for transparency and like verifying what's happening, is going to be really good. And that's part of kind of why the government shut down right now, is there's not a whole lot of accountability or transparency and whatnot. Now, with that being said, you know, it's a good thing. Oh, we got a new person. Shout out to Noah. Noah is officially a channel member. He's part of the O Army. So Noah, we appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And I think you're amazing. Thank you so much for supporting the O Show. Everything crypto, every single day. Also, when my baby was low, I have these videos of her and she literally would be like, she would like stop and she'd be like, everybody. So that's why I say that is for my baby. But anyways, let's get back into the news. There's lots to cover. So there's that. But another thing that you guys should know too, is if you're somebody that does not want your privacy infringed upon, Brave browser. And we are partnered with them. We've got the QR code up there and it down below too. And it's on the website. And the reason why we're partnered with Brave is because we basically share each other. We shill each other. But one of the things that we do, like they put me on their page, I put them on my stuff, but that's a really great service. It's a service that I use and it's a service you should use if you are definitely, you do care about privacy. And the reason why is it's a privacy browser. You get to earn BAT just by searching and using, which that doesn't cost anything. They do have a VPN and they do have an AI assistant and it's private search. And the reason why that's so important is because where did she learn it from? Over here. The reason why it's so important is because everything is becoming like not transparent anymore. Or excuse, like super transparent. And it's, you need to have some sort of privacy. Like I've been having these people call me like almost every single day trying to get into my stuff. And I'm just like, so Brave is good to like combat again. You want to have as many privacy or security layers as possible. I know it's not sexy, it's not fun, but we do have to talk about it. And also too, they're part of the Midnight Network thing. So you get airdrop tokens. It's an airdrop. We've talked about Midnight. I think Glacier over, they're doing there's another step that's happening. I will have more on that soon. Why are we down today? Because I was going to say a dirty joke, but I shouldn't do that. Let's see what else. Watcher Guru posted this. So total spot Bitcoin ETF trading volume surpasses 1 billion in the first 30 minutes of trading today, which is good. It shows that we do have interest coming in, but literally at the same time, it's, you know, it's a little bit worrisome because we're trading below support of $111,000. Also too, this is a really great article. This is from PC Mag, and it's about the top privacy and security apps, and Brave is in here. Brave is definitely in here. So I highly recommend. And that's not me. I'm not Wendy Nunnell. Oh, MasterCard partnered with this company, Zero Hash, but I don't know who they are. And it's a $2 billion, or they acquired them. They're for $2 billion. So congratulations. Startup Zero Hash. I don't know who they are, but I think that's dope. Happy for them. I like to be happy for people. I think it's good, but it's a crypto startup. It's according to anonymous sources, and Zero Hash built infrastructure for stablecoin payments, crypto trading, and tokenized APIs. And they processed $2 billion in tokenized fund flows in early 2025. Awesome. Another cool thing too is that MetaMask parent Consensus pursues IPO with JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, so they will probably be going public. So congratulations to everybody at MetaMask. They have a card too. I've got a card. This story was talked about a lot. So OpenAI lays groundwork for a juggernaut IPO up to $1 trillion valuation. This right here is kind of crazy because Ledger's been calling you every week, Lawrence. I know, they call me too. They've been calling me too, man. But the reason why this story is crazy is because retail doesn't really get a piece of this pie. And that's why I advocate so heavily for retail, because it sucks. This is why this is why the whole accredited investor thing in America is predatory, is ghetto. I don't like it. I think, like, yeah, you should have like a basic understanding of risk management, but people should be able to participate in this type of stuff. So retail is going to get left behind again. You know, it is what it is. But I wanted to share that with you. A couple other things. BlackRock. So BlackRock linked tokenization firm Securitize to go public via SPAC deal. Pretty big stuff. Pretty big stuff over here. Let's see. Wow. And shout out to Mixing. He put all the partners here for me. But Securitize will go public via SPAC merger with Cantor Equity Partners. They are affiliate of Cantor Fitzgerald. And Securitize is a BlackRock linked tokenization platform. Again, tokenization and BlackRock, what does it have to do? Well, every single project in crypto that utilizes tokenization, you should probably pay attention to. You don't have to invest in them, but you should put them on your radar, because that's what big money is pivoting to. So the deal value Securitized at $1.25 billion. Combines, the company will trade on NASDAQ under the ticker SECZ as soon as January 26. And crypto projects working with Securitize: Ripple, Polygon, Avalanche, Arbitrum, C Network, Circle, Jump Crypto, Frax Finance, Redstone, Sky Protocol. Oh, I'd probably pay attention. Shout out to Matt. Matt just became a member of the O Army. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. We love our members on the O Show. And to the people watching on X, I can't give you guys a shout out unless you guys are like do the subscription thing, because it's not going to be fair that way. I'm starting to get a headache, but I have to go out tonight. So let's see. Ew, somebody, McDonald's posting someone just microwaved a fish fillet for lunch. Anyways, let's see if we got any of you cuties over here. All right, so we do shout out to Miss Julie. Who else? Shout out to Baby K. And that's pretty it. Okay. And I ignored the other people. When I say retail's getting left behind, what does that mean? All right, let's have that conversation. I got to be quick because I got to go. Got to take my mom to a nail appointment. So basically what happens is that retail's getting, they're in America, there's two different sectors. I know I need to drink some water. I've been drinking enough water. Or with salt, actually. Yeah, with pink Himalayan salt. So basically, there's two sectors in America. It is retail and there's accredited investors. And when we talk about accredited investors, I'm talking about accredited investors, the institutions, TradFi, all of that, because they get special access to products and services, financial vehicles, okay? Retail doesn't have a seat at that table. Even they don't make enough. I think it's like $250,000 or $300,000 a year, or have $1 million in assets, okay? Because you have to do a special application, all kinds of stuff for that. So you guys don't, they think, the public servants think we're poor and stupid, so we don't get access to these types of vehicles. and I just don't think it's fair. They should just have a basic competency test. It shouldn't be based off of wealth or money, because there's a lot of people with money that I know are stupid as all hell. They've got no social skills. They've got no street smarts. They're just in their own little ivory tower world, which is fine. That's great. Fantastic. But, oh, shout out to John for being here. But moral of the story is that everybody should have a seat at the table if they're competent enough. Because there's some people that are poor that are dodos, but retail kind of gets left behind. And again, when we're talking about crypto being vertically absorbed, integrated into traditional finance, retail doesn't get a lot of the things that we're able to do in crypto. That ends up going away if we don't fight for that. And that's why I was on ABC talking about it. But anyways, I got to go. I got a headache, and I got to go get my mom, and I got a phone call. I got a bunch of media to make for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. We have a lot of people on TikTok. We've got I don't even know how many people on X, but close to 1,000. So anyways, sending you guys love and light. I will be back maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But happy Halloween. I'll be back for sure.